Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. I'm gonna say Craig Petty a lot again, but this is not a Craig Petty release. Okay, in fact, this trick, Bricked, showed up on Craig Petty's, I think his top 10 list, right, for 2024. I think this is one of the tricks he said was one of his favorites from 2024, and it's not his release, even though he and Drew Perry are the instructors. So Alakazam, this is where you're gonna go, right, to get bricked. And don't forget that Alakazam now has a USA warehouse. They have a USA warehouse. Chris James manages it down there, sweet guy. And yeah, if you're in the States and you purchase something from alakazam.co.uk, you don't have to worry. You won't pay international shipping. You won't have to wait for international mail. It'll come to you straight from the USA. So that's kind of cool. What is Bricked? Bricked is a deck of cards disguised as a Lego deck of cards. So it has a Lego-themed back, Lego-themed faces, brilliantly made. I mean, this really looks like you either purchased it from the Lego store or you went to Legoland and it was in their gift shop, right? I've been to Legoland, so it wouldn't be a lie for me to say I went to Legoland and purchased this. I've been there. So, and who doesn't have a Lego shop available to them at their local mall, right? Did you go to the mall this last Christmas? Man, it feels like I've been to the mall once this whole year. Thank you, Amazon. But yeah, and the other thing you're getting is a Omni deck. So if you don't know, the Omni deck is a crystal block, right? It's a clear plastic lucite block. You usually lay a single playing card on top of it and you hand it to the spectator and they hold on to it. And they believe that they're holding the deck of cards. And when they release their hands, they find out that they're actually holding this clear block. And somehow you've done a deck switch and traded out the deck of cards you were using for this block. Well, in Bricked, you do the same thing, but with Lego bricks. So they have built a Lego brick style Omni deck that looks like the deck you're using. So they're gonna hold it in their hands. There's probably a card on top of it to cover it, right? And when they remove their hands, now they'll find the Lego deck has turned into a Lego brick. You wanna see it? And let me tell you, I love doing reviews for Alakazam because I am never disappointed. I'm really not. I love everything Alakazam puts out. Peter Nardi is one of my all-time heroes, and I've loved their company ever since I got into Magic. So here's your deck of cards. It says playing cards on the front there. Well, actually that's the back. And then the other side looks like this. That's the back design of the cards. That's what it would look like, right? It has a border, right? It kind of mimics what you would think a card deck would look like. There's a little card reveal of a 6 of hearts there on the bottom. And then inside, these are your playing cards. Now, they're not United States Playing Card Company cards, but they might as well be. They feel great, they handle great, and they look great. And, you know, you probably won't treat them the same way as you would treat a deck of cards, or a bicycle deck, right? A standard deck. You'll be a little bit more careful with these. The other cool thing about this deck is it has a one-way back design. So any one-way back design tricks you could do with this. You get that one odd color. So that means you can do things like Chicago Opener. And then you get this little smashed brick gaff where like you hit the back and you could transform it into a card that has come apart. The other side has your Lego characters. And so you get a Joker, you get a Paris reveal card, here's a double backer, there's a T-Rex reveal card, here's a Joker holding a card reveal, right? Here's a blank-faced Joker, and here's your second Joker, your third Joker. And here's your, so there's gaffs, these are gaffs that they're gonna teach you tricks with, and Joker cards. Here's your Ace of Spades, okay? And you can see the number cards. It looks like a deck of cards. So no one's gonna look at this and not understand what it is, right? So, and then your Jack, Queen, and King are gonna be courts, right? They're royals, but just the Lego version of them. And reds are red, blacks are black, right? It looks exactly like what you would expect a Lego deck of cards to look like. And like I said, feels great, handles great, get nice big aces, shuffles well, and you get an entire stack of gaff cards to boot. In addition to that, you get this. So you get a Omni deck style brick of cards. The other thing you can do is you can gut some of this out, they'll teach you, and you could make it a shell. Not a shell to hold a deck of cards, but a shell to hold maybe a folded playing card, right? You could have this in their hands and you could move it away, and then there could be a folded playing card stored underneath this if you wanted to do it that way. So, is it what I thought? Well, yes. I mean, they say exactly what it is in the project. I think the only thing this deck is not is marked. Like, it has a ton of features, and it's a really fun project. It'd have been even cooler if it was marked, but I mean, I don't know how you'd mark Lego. I mean, it'd have to be some sort of system. They couldn't be readers, but yeah, you know from the project description that you're getting a Lego deck. And like I said, everything's well made, right? Well made. Lego props, nice, well made deck, and a 3-hour tutorial. 3-hour tutorial. It's crazy. In the video, there's an intro. They talk about what you get, how to switch the Lego block with a regular deck. And up to that point, that's a 30-minute mark. They'll teach you a no switch Omni deck trick. They'll teach you a Omni deck trick where you do switch it. And they kind of combine the Omni deck trick with the ambitious card. So there's a little bit of ambitious card in there, a little bit of Omni deck in there for both of those effects. Then they'll teach you Chicago Opener, Paul Harris's Bizarre Twist, and then they'll get into all the gaff tricks. So there's a 7 of Clubs reveal, and they do 2 tricks with that. They're going to teach you Runaway Joker by Peter Nardi. Then they'll talk about the dinosaur reveal and the Eiffel Tower reveal. And those are actually reveals that you can do with other marketed effects. But you could also do something with Digital Force Bag or a Sven pad. And then they'll talk about the Joker reveal. They'll cover the smashing Lego card routine. They'll then teach you a wild card / ambitious card effect. And then they'll cover the little thing I was telling you about you could turn the block of Lego into a shell. Pocket space, it is what it is, right? It's a deck of cards and an Omni deck. Use the Omni deck or not, right? But they're both deck of cards sized. So it'd be like carrying 2 decks of cards. There's no angles, right? And everything's inspectable because they're all real props. These are real cards and real Legos. There's no gimmicks or gaffs. Nothing you have to worry about. There's no trapdoors, invisible thread, nothing that's gonna break. Well, Lego does break, right? You drop your Omni deck on the ground and it shatters into a million pieces, and then you have to figure out how to put it back together. I don't think they gave you instruction about how to put it back together. But Lego would do that. Lego would say, hey, these are the instructions about how to put your Omni deck back together. Maybe you want to glue yours together. I don't know. Take it apart slowly and glue it back together. I don't know. Maybe. Slice and difficulty level, I guess it's going to depend on which trick you choose, right? Yeah, which trick you want to do. Each trick has a different skill level, but you know Craig Petty, he's not teaching you, anything that's out of skill range. Craig Petty understands that beginners and intermediates spy his effects as well. So he always gives you lots of options as far as skill level. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Positives, it's a beautifully creative effect. I mean, this is another prop for magicians that are, trying to get away from using a standard deck of cards for everything. And Lego is multi-generational. My kids grew up with Lego and loved it, but then so did I. So, everybody knows what Lego is. You don't have to explain it. It crosses language barriers and continents and age groups. So these are fun tricks you could do for kids as well as adults. Negatives, the teaching was long, right? 3 hours is a long time. And some of the tricks didn't feel like they were Lego inspired. Like, I don't know why I had to learn Chicago Opener and Paul Harris's Bizarre Twist. They're not necessarily Lego effects, right? You can do those with any deck of cards. So there's It felt like there was some padding and some filler in there, but it's, you know, great for people who don't know how to do those tricks. But, you know, you might not need to watch any of the tutorials because you know card tricks and you know how to do the Omni deck. So you will be able to just skip right to the end and watch the Runaway Joker reveal and all the gaff reveals. You know, watch those instead because you already know how to do Chicago Opener. So you already know how to do the Ambitious card. So you don't have to watch 3 hours. Don't ever feel pressured when you see that, you know, large tutorial and think, I have to watch every solitary minute. If you know your way around magic props and you're an intermediate magician, you don't, right? You bought the trick, perform it how you want. It's yours, okay? Nobody's telling you how to do it. Nobody's, you know, making you watch every minute of every tutorial. Or break your tutorials down, right? Just watch 30 minutes at a time. Watch 30 minutes and take a break. Watch another 30 minutes the next day. Your brain can't hold all that information anyway, right? You should only be learning a couple tricks at a time anyway. So learn a couple tricks, do those, take a break, and when you're ready to learn a new trick, then come back to the tutorial. That's what makes having a video tutorial great, because you can always go back to it. And then you can, you know, just go a little slower at it. 45 bucks, that's how much it costs. You can find it at alakazam.co.uk. Big, huge thanks to everybody at Alakazam, including Drew Perry. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, hey, and one more thing. I know you've seen me in my videos wear this shirt a lot, the Magic Orthodoxy brand shirt. And I don't know if you know this, but this is not just a merch shirt. This is not just a shirt that has my brand. This is actually a magic trick. This is a magic reveal t-shirt that is available exclusively at my Teespring store. It was actually designed in Melbourne, Australia, and it is your 30-minute secret weapon. Because it looks like a seemingly innocent vintage tee, but all over this are 6 different magic reveals. So you got ESP reveals, coins, cards, the toxic forces on here, even a movie, and a lot more. You can use this as the grand finale of your entire close-up act. It's available in maroon, black, and gray. And I have another YouTube video that completely explains how to do a reveal for each one of these tricks. So I actually have a magic tutorial for this t-shirt on my channel. So it's there. It tells you all about it if you want to learn more. Or you can just go down to any one of the graphics that are down there. That'll take you out to the Teespring store if you click one of those. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your support.